Hi Shweta, can you hear me?
Yes, hello sir. I can hear you properly. And what about me?
You are pretty loud and clear and pretty visible as well.
Okay. Good
Wonderful.
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Shweta. How are you?
I'm well, ma'am. Sorry,
Wonderful.
I'm well, sir.
No problem. That's okay. It's just a slip of tongue. Don't worry. Sure. All right, Shweta. So I believe I'm speaking to you for the first time. So it would be good to know a little bit about you. Tell me, where are you from and what do you do?
Okay, I'm Shweta. I'm
Mhm.
speaking from West Bengal. Originally,
Okay.
I am from Jharkhand. I
Okay.
am a homemaker and I
Right.
have completed my BSc from Lucknow University and
Okay.
I have been working as a Hindi translator. And
Wow. Wow. Wonderful.
I am skilled in using Microsoft Office application and I have a good typing skill both Hindi and English. And I am
Wonderful.
passionate about learning English. That's why I joined English Yaari and started a
Lovely.
YouTube channel.
You started a YouTube channel as well. Lovely. Right.
Yes,
I
where
think
I am
there are.
sharing my English learning journey. So
Sure,
that's all
sure.
about myself.
Most welcome. I'm happy that you're not just learning, but you're also inspiring others. So good job, I would say. Right. All right, Shweta. I'm Madhav Anand. I'm from Delhi, and I'm a public speaking coach and communications expert. And I'm your expert for this session. So let's begin. Sure. So today's topic, have you checked it?
Yes, my city.
Your city. So you're someone who has lived in multiple places. You've lived in Jharkhand, you're now in Bengal, perhaps you've been in Lucknow as well. So yeah, tell me, what is that you consider to be your city? Which place do you finally call as your own city?
As it's been long, I'm in Durgapur, so I call
Mhm.
it as my city, Durgapur, West
Okay.
Bengal, sir.
Okay. Hmm. So, having lived in so many cities, why did you finally settle down in that city? Maybe you bought a home over there, or like what reason is that you call Durgapur finally as your city? What's the reason?
I got married in Durgapur because my husband is working here. So that's
Okay,
why after marriage I am here.
okay, wonderful. And how many years has it been that you're there?
It's been 23 years.
Oh, it's been a long time, more than 2 decades, right? So, what are your memories from your town or city or village or wherever you were from in Jharkhand? What are the nicest of the memories that you have that you get nostalgic about sometimes when you think about that place?
The place we I have spent my childhood. It's a place named Chatra. It's near to Ranchi. So
Okay.
I have a lot of childhood memories, and
Hmm.
really I missed my parents and parents' house
Okay.
at Chatra. So yes, this is a memorable place.
Mm.
Every time I want to go there, but
Mhm.
unfortunately, because my parents are not alive, so it's very rare to visit there nowadays.
Right, right, right. So it's been such a long time that you have moved to Durgapur and you've settled over there. Tell me some things about Durgapur. I have never been to Durgapur. So if I go to Durgapur and you take me around, showing your city, showing your place, what all things would you show me around?
Durgapur is mostly famous about Steel City.
Yeah,
It is called as a Steel City, and two big
right,
plants. The steel plant
mm,
is situated in Durgapur.
right.
Durgapur Steel Plant and LY Steel Plant. So
Okay,
because of this steel plant, the place is very well planned, and here a lot of places where you can visit and you can enjoy. So in last 5 years, there's drastic change. Came in my city, like there are lots of big mall and big places where you can visit and you can
okay,
enjoy, and it
hmm.
is situated near to the river of Damodar Nadi. So it's
Okay, all right. Hmm. So, do you have a waterfront where people go for boating, or maybe in the evening they just take, they take a sitting place and they enjoy the breeze of the Damodar River? What kind of riverfront facilities are there?
yes sir, as you explained, same here, bank of the Damodar river, and the
Hmm.
place
Hmm.
where boating and you can enjoy,
Okay.
and
Hmm.
there is a big bridge where people
Bridge.
go and click pics.
Hmm.
Yes.
Right. And what are the things that you like about Durgapur, and what are the things that you believe that should be improved or should be done better? Like the likes and the dislikes, or maybe places of improvement. What are those things? If you have an objective assessment, unbiased assessment of your own city, what would be those things?
As per my opinion, first I let me explain about advantages or the things which I like.
Hmm.
Here environment is good, and schools are good, hospital
Hmm.
facility is good, electricity, water,
Hmm.
everything is available good. People are so good, and Bengali people generally here. So now I learn Bengali as well. So yes,
Okay.
everything, and especially food is very famous.
Okay.
uh, Bengali dishes are very famous. So I
Right.
love Bengali dishes, and
Hmm.
it's near to Kolkata, so it's good to stay near to a metropolitan city. So it's
Right.
good,
True.
and this is all advantage. And as far as disadvantage, in my opinion, water is polluted because of
Hmm.
industry. Water is polluted, so there are lots of disease regarding water. So we
Right.
need to take care of water
Hmm.
polluted
And
here. And one more thing I want to change in my city is transportation, sir, because
transportation.
transportation is not so good. If you want to go places like bus facility is not available in a
Okay.
very short, in a very frequently not available.
Right.
It
Right.
takes long to wait for the buses in at bus stop, and if you want to take a cab, it's expensive.
It's expensive, right? So you can say that the public transport facilities are not up to the mark. I would expect, or I would wish for better public transport facilities in my city, right? Is that a good way of saying it, putting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
Definitely.
Sure, sure. Okay. Sorry. And so your mother language is not Bengali, you learned it later, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. So what is your mother language? What language did you speak when you growing up in your mother's house?
Hindi, and in my village, Bhojpuri also. But
Right.
Hindi, generally we talk in Hindi.
Generally speaking, Hindi. And learning a new language is always a fascinating experience. Right? Doesn't matter what language it is. So, how was that experience of learning a new language? What tricks did you apply? What strategy did you apply to learn a new language?
Regarding English or regarding Bengali?
Regarding Bengali.
Okay, one thing I must say, environment matters a lot for learning a new language. I just learn because of environment. Whenever I go to outside to speak with a shopkeeper and with
Hmm.
a helper or anyone, so everyone is speaking in English, in Bengali. So
Okay.
obviously you listen those sentences, and it come in your subconscious mind, and you started speaking. In initially you make mistakes,
Hmm.
as I did, but now
Right.
it's okay. I'm not fluent, but yes, I can understand, I can communicate. That's all.
Hmm. So you have become street smart Bengali speaker, right? You can manage anywhere in speaking in Bengali, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. So I used the word street smart, right? Street smart is something when you are not absolutely an expert on a subject, but you are good enough to manage it anywhere. That's called street smart. Okay.
Street smart. Okay, sir.
Okay. I'll put it in the chat box as well. You can remember.
Okay.
Sure. All right. So so you told me that you are someone who is also a Hindi to English translator, correct?
Yes, sir.
So do you do that as a freelancer, or are you employed with any organization, or what? Tell me the background of it.
Yes, it's a freelancing job, sir. And
Okay.
I have put my CV in different type of sites like Indeed,
Hmm.
dictionary.com, Fever,
Hmm.
freelance.com. So I have put my CV, and through these sites, I got my job through email. Before pandemic, I was really earning good money, but during pandemic, unfortunately, that job has stopped. So
Hmm.
And now I shifted towards YouTube because I love creating content and I never
Okay.
get tired
Hmm.
while creating content. So
Hmm. Okay. What's your YouTube channel? I would love to have a look at it.
my channel name is Improve English with Sweta.
Improve English with Shweta. Okay. Lovely.
Or
Very
you can
straight.
search, yeah, or you can search study vocabulary with Shweta. Actually, sir, starting a channel was a really fearful job, so I just started with sharing vocabulary words
Right.
which have same words but
Meaning.
have different meaning. So I
Right.
started with that theme, but
Hmm.
I shifted towards conversational videos
Oh,
because I
nice.
want to improve my spoken English.
So you run two channels or one channel right now?
No, no, no. One channel, but I changed my name of the channel.
Name of the channel you change. Okay, all right, makes sense. But it's interesting that you are so focused that whether doesn't matter whether you're earning money out of it or not, but at least you're focused on being out there, putting yourself out there, and doing something about it. This is so inspiring. I love it when people who are at home, doesn't matter men or women or boys or girls or young or old, when when they are concerned about doing something, right, when they wish to do something, and I have so much respect and love and appreciation for people like you. Absolutely. Okay, all right. So we were talking about your city. um Whenever now you told me that you are a graduate from Lucknow University, so were you on a camp, were you living in the campus or you were living in Lucknow city, or what is it?
Actually, after just I have completed my I had completed my 12th, and that
Hmm.
time my brother was working in All India Radio. So he was there, so I got opportunity to get got admission in Lucknow University. So that's the
Hmm.
reason I was there in 3 years, and after
Okay, so you lived in
completing
Lucknow for 3 years.
yes 3 years.
How was your experience living in Lucknow? It's a old city, beautiful city, but how was your experience? Because experiences can be individual and very different from one another.
Yes, it's a wonderful city, sir. Nawabon ka shahar, Lucknow. So,
Right.
in clothes, there is a stitching called chicken clothes. So, it's a very famous cloth
Yeah.
in
I think
Lucknow.
it's called chicken curry, if I'm not wrong.
Chicken curry, yes, 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 yes.
Right.
Chicken
True.
curry is very famous.
Yes. And you have to pardon my location of my house. It's in a place where there are regular vendors going through. So you'll be listening to all those vendors' noises. So you have to pardon me for that.
Okay, sir, no problem, sir. I want to know in which city you belong, sir.
I'm in Delhi.
Okay, Delhi. Okay.
Right. Sure.
Yes, yes, yes. You in starting you told me. Yes, yes.
Right. True. Okay. Now we'll do a little bit of a vocabulary test. It's not necessarily to test you, but rather to help you with new words, right? To help you with new words. So I'll ask you one or two or three words. If you know the meaning, you let me know. Otherwise, I will give you the meaning of it. Okay?
Okay.
Sure. So first word I would give you is what is the meaning of civilization?
Civilization.
Yeah.
Where people live in a good manner, civilized manner.
Mm-hmm.
Civilized means they have a proper arrangement of shops or marketplace or
Mm-hmm.
school, colleges, hospitals. They are all civilized and people live in a good manner. So it's called civilization. Hindu Gati ki sabhyata or Mohenjo-daro. So these are
Mohenjo-daro.
all Mohenjo-daro. So these are all civilization.
Correct, true. That's right. Civilization is basically an elevated quality of life. In excelling a society, when it is excelling in its ways, in its commerce, in its overall way of life, that is a civilization, right? And every
And
civilization could be different from each other, but they still have better standards, right? So that's
yes,
the difference between being tribalistic and being civilized.
civilized.
Now,
And in
tribalistic.
Hindi, yeah, yeah. Please
Sorry.
continue, sir.
Now,
In
now
Hindi, it is called sabhyata.
Sabhyata. Yes, that's true. Now, tribalistic doesn't mean that we are mocking tribals. No, it's a literary concept that if you are not civilized, then you're tribal. But that does not mean that we are talking about any particular tribal community. No, right? So tribals in India are actually very civilized people. If you go to different places in MP, in Bihar, you're from Jharkhand, you know that well, in Odisha, and even in Northeast, tribals have their own way of living, and the gender parity among tribals is amazing. That in civilized societies we don't have that. What is the meaning of gender parity, Shweta?
Parity.
Gender
I
parity. Gender parity.
Gender parity.
Yeah.
I don't know much, but I'm guessing where a male and female are leading in a same way. They are not discriminated that male
Correct.
dominative society or female dominative
Correct.
society. It's my guess.
Disparity is when one section is given more privilege, and
Privilege.
parity is when both or all sections are given equal privilege and opportunities. That is called parity, right?
Parity. Okay.
And when that parity is not there, it is called disparity, right? And what is the meaning of municipality? I know that you know the meaning, but can you explain it to me?
In Hindi, it is called Nagar Palika, and
But let's try to
and
explain that. Put it
yes,
into
yes.
explanation.
um, Municipality work is to take care of sewerage and water facility in whole
Yeah.
city. They must aware about cleanness of that city, and it is organized by a member of people, and they
Mhm.
take care of all the things of a city.
Right.
And
True.
and there is a election also held, like municipal election also held, where we have selected in our locality, we select some people to take care of our city
Correct. So, what you have explained is basically the functions of a municipality.
functions.
Municipality is nothing but local self government, a
Local
government which has been elected by the local people, local government, right? Local self government. And then the function of the government is to take care of the sewage, the sanitation, the lighting of the roads, the quality of the roads, and you know, and doing other kinds of education and communication work regarding diseases, regarding maternity health, regarding dengue, malaria, and all that, right? So, a local self government responsible for one town or one city. That's a that's a municipality, right? Okay, then I think we are now coming towards the last part of the call. So before I go ahead with my feedback, it is your opportunity. Take the next 2, 3, 4 minutes, whatever time you want, to ask your questions, your doubts, share any concerns, any challenges, any difficulties. Feel free. I'll be happy to help you.
Yes, sir. My mother tongue is Hindi, so
Mhm.
whenever the topic is related to anything, I can
Mm.
explain in Hindi in a very well manner.
Right.
But when it comes to delivering the speech about which I don't know anything about that,
Okay.
then that time I face problems. So how
Right.
I rectify, and the thoughts came in my mind that okay, I have to speak on this topic, this and that, but I am unable to construct the correct sentence. So
Correct.
what should I do?
Now, you are someone who already has the tools of translation. You know how translation works, correct? So, for someone like you who already has the translation ability and the tools, just use that more often. Now, I understand that you are a homemaker. You must have a lot of work at home. Along with that, you have your own translation related jobs or whatever else you're doing. Give some time for yourself to be able to translate from Hindi to English. Not English to Hindi, Hindi to English. You can take the help of subtitles on a Netflix or a YouTube or an Amazon Prime Video, but make sure you don't do it more than 15 minutes, maximum 15, 10 to 15 minutes. Because if you watch a whole movie of in Hindi for 2 hours or 1 hour, then your ability to attend, give proper attention and focus will be lost. So when you do it for 10, 15 minutes only with the subtitles, maybe do some writing practice from Hindi to English, you will see that the productivity and the effectivity will be much more. So 10, 15 minutes of listening along with the subtitles and a bit of a translation wherever you feel like. You don't have to do the whole translation of 15 minutes. That transcription will be too long. Just maybe 5 sentences, 6, 7 sentences would be good enough. Right? That is one thing. This is the remedy for your difficulty in thinking in Hindi and speaking in English. This is a good remedy for that. You can also repeat the same. If you did it for 10-15 minutes, maybe repeat the same tomorrow or the next day or day after tomorrow. Repetition will again challenge you. Correct? This is one idea. Another idea is that if you can, like, I don't want to give you a lot of homework because I want to keep it realistic. And giving a lot of gyan is easy, but I have to look at how much time the other person has, how much energy he or she is left with at the end of the day, right? So I'm keeping my gyan a little limited instead of giving you a lot. Another thing is that bit of a speaking practice. You're already doing it on English Yaari. That's great. But bit of a self-learning practice, as in pick up a random topic. Pollution is a topic, or a G20 summit is a topic, or anything, any random topic, or any new film is released. You watch that film. So make a 3 minute topic, written topic. Write down a few points about whatever you understood from that film or that topic, whatever it was, and make a speech out of it. 3 minutes, not more than that, just three, maximum 4 minutes. Make a 3 minute speech and record yourself on your voice recorder. Your mobile phone has a voice recorder. So record yourself, listen to your own recording. If you're more confident, do it on your video camera, selfie camera as well, no problem. But initially, maybe start with your voice recorder. That will be helpful. So these two, three things, if you do, whatever you can and how much you can, I'm sure you will see that if you do it consistently with a bit of a sincerity and regularity, for sure you will see the improvement. But again, I understand you will do only as much as you can, given to the time and energy and bandwidth that you are left with. Right? Beyond that, it will be a little difficult. Make sense, Shweta? Does that make sense?
Yes, but I will try my best, sir. And yes, this is the good technique you are
I
explaining.
use the word bandwidth. What is the meaning of the word bandwidth?
Means marham ghav patti. So bandwidth
No.
means what can
No.
I say? Bandage.
Bandwidth is your ability to do something. What is my bandwidth is to, my bandwidth is to do work for 10 hours a day. So I'll say my bandwidth is at 10 hours. I can't do more than that. Or if you're
Ability.
sorry,
Ability, sir. We can
ability
say.
to ability to accommodate work, how much work you can do within a time frame or within a short span, that is a bandwidth. So we say internet bandwidth. What is my bandwidth is very slow. I mean, my internet is very slow because not enough data is passing through. So when I say my internet bandwidth is very high, I can say that a lot of data can come through, like high speed internet. So that is bandwidth, right? The width or the wideness of the band, that is the bandwidth. I put it in the chat box also. You can check it out.
Okay, okay, sure, sir.
Sure.
Sir,
All,
I have a question. What is
go ahead.
written in your wall, sir? I have
Oh,
a question. What is written in your wall, sir?
these are my to-do lists. I keep on sticking
Okay,
my to-do lists.
inspiring, sir. I
Nah,
love
not,
this.
not inspiring.
And
They have
are
been there
these?
for the more than a month now. Not at all inspiring.
Oh,
So in a
oh,
way, they remind me that how lazy I am. Instead of I should remove them by now. Sure. All right, Shweta. Lovely talking to you. Would be lovely to meet you again if anytime you come over to the class. Okay. Thank you then. Have a good day.